Show you the Revolve tool today in Solidworks. It's fairly straightforward to use, so we'll start with a new part. And it sits up right beside the extrude tool that most of you should be comfortable with using. So if we click on Revolve, again, the first thing it'll ask you to do is sketch a profile. So for this instance, I'm going to do it on the front work plane. And I'm going to sketch something fairly simple. I'm going to keep it around the origin here. I'm just going to come across, up, and just create a fairly simple profile and back to the start. So that's my profile that I'm going to revolve, exit sketch. And because I've already selected the revolve feature, it knows that's the profile I'm going to revolve. All it wants to know is, what do you want to spin it around? What is the axis of revolution? So I'm going to tell this to spin around this line here and confirm. And you can see that I've created a simple feature with a blind hole in it. So we'll just try a few more. So we'll go on revolve again. Again, it'll ask for a work plane. You can't see the work planes at this point, but if you just click in here, and here they are. And again, I'm just going to sketch on the front plane. Remember, Control 8 is a handy button. And I'm going to sketch something just off to the side. And this time I'm going to go just a little bit more of an interesting profile. There we go. I'm going to exit sketch. Again, because I've already selected the extrude tool, it just wants to know what axis you're going to spin around. I'm going to spin this one here. You'll notice that I'm sticking to a vertical edge as my axis of revolution. And there we go, we've created another rather interesting shape. So that's some of the basic ways of using the Revolve tool. I'm just going to cross that off. I'm not going to save anything, and I'll start a new part. This time, before I start doing my revolve, I am actually going to sketch on the front work plane. I'm just going to sketch a line, and I'll actually sketch it on the origin, just vertically. Exit sketch. So I'll keep that there now. Here it is on our modelling tree. I'm going to go into features, and I'm going to select revolve. At this point, it wants to know, where are you wanting to sketch? I'll pull out menu here, front plane, and then let's create some sort of profile here. So I'm going to create something like so. Pop that in there. Just press escape. I'm going to use the line tool again. I'm just going to come from this point down the way, back in. I'm really just making this up, to be perfectly honest. I just thought I'd show you some of the other sketching tools while we're here. Obviously, we can draw circles and we can draw splines. I'm going to use the arc tool today. There's 3 options of drawing an arc. I'm going to use the 3-point arc today, and that's fairly simple to use. You click the start of your arc, the end of your arc, and then you drag it out depending on how big an arc it is you're wanting to draw. So I've created quite an interesting profile. Let's exit sketch. It knows that you want to revolve this profile, but it doesn't know what it is you want to revolve it around. Now, on the previous examples there, I was selecting a vertical line that was on the profile. This time I'm going to select this axis of revolution, which is going to create a much bigger gap inside. I'll just confirm that, like so. We'll have a wee spin around and see what we've actually created here. You'll notice the visibility of that sketch is still there. It's sitting in here. Quite simple, we just right click and the little eyeball will hide that away. Now, just like the extrude tool, it's possible to go in and edit. So if I right click on Revolve 1 and we're going to edit the sketch, first of all, Control 8, I can go in here and I can modify the sizes of these. I can change how big I want that arc to be, and I can go in and I can use the Smart Dimension tool and actually put in some specific information if I wanted to. So I'll just maybe take this down to a slightly smaller size. We'll try 60 and see how that affects it. Exit sketch. So we can modify the sizes just like we have done in other features. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go in and edit not the sketch but the feature this time. And just to show you a couple other wee options that we have. At the moment we are revolving 360 degrees, but we do have the option to type in other numbers. We can go in for 270. You can put in any angle you want, to be honest, but you can put in 180, even put in 90 degrees. And the other quite handy thing is that we can also go in the other direction as well. I'm just going to spin this around just to make it quite clear what's happening. So I'm going to put in a second direction, and again I can put in whatever size I want. I can put in 180 here, and you can see what's happening. I could put in 45 here, and you can really set it to whatever sizes you want. So that's where you get a little bit more options with the Revolve tool. I'm just going to remove direction 2 and I'm just going to set that back 360 degrees. And that is, in principle, the Revolve tool. It's fairly straightforward to use and you can create some really interesting shapes very quickly. So have a go and see how you get on with the Revolve tool.